The black conservative and the black liberal, their ideologies and their loyalty to either of these two parties that have failed the American populace and continues to fail them are distasteful. I will show to you why I consider them to be distasteful, and we'll break down specifically this guy by the name of Vincent Everett Ellison, a conservative who attacked Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on Tucker Carlson's show and praised the founding father. Make that make sense. This individual, Vincent Everett Ellison, and what you'll find common among those who are conservative, that they always claim to be Christian, always claim to be a follower of Christ, always claim to be saved. I often wonder, what are they reading and how did they come to that conclusion based off the behaviors that they engage in? And no, I'm not a Christian, and I never will be, or any religious affiliation. But I understand the book. I've read their book, and all religions are the product of men. There is no thing or such thing as the written word of God anywhere on this planet. You have the written word of men who claim, in some cases, that they were given these instructions by a God. But back to Vincent Everett Ellis, he pretty much mocks Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He slanders the brother. He defames the brother. While I have my differences with some of the approaches of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the very fact that he can even call himself a conservative and get away with it is largely due to the fight that those in the 1960s, 50s, 40s, 70s put forth in order to even be recognized as human. He praises the founding fathers for being seekers of liberty, at the same time codifying slavery. Make that make sense. If he was born back then, he would have been a slave, especially if he was born in the South, and especially if, and he would not be able to claim a lot of this foolishness that he claims he stands for. They would have outright hung his little black butt just like they did many before him. Now let's jump into these liberals. They want you to believe that a biological man can be a woman. This is straight disrespect, and it is belittling to biologically born women. But in the name of inclusivity, they make these outlandish claims and they promote them. You have every right to be a homosexual male. You will never be a trans woman if you're born a biological male. You will always be a male, no matter what you do. And these liberals like to continually promote women who have chosen to not participate in the bringing forth of life, but they want to govern life. Make that make sense. You have refused intentionally to bring life onto this earth. The most challenging, the most sacrificial thing that you can do with your body, and the most challenging thing you can do in raising that human being who is totally dependent on you, governing their life until they are able to govern it themselves. You chose to skip that prerequisite, but yet you want to govern other human lives. It doesn't make sense. So again, both the black liberal and the black conservative are distasteful, and I've seen it over and over again throughout the individuals that I see and individuals that I have come in contact with who claim these two ideologies. Both of these ideologies have failed the American citizens as a whole, and anyone identifying as such. Either one of these are continuing to feed that same failure and propagate it, and many of you buy it, and your results remain the same or they get worse.